Hey, how's everybody doing out there? This is Alexander Investment Insights. Today I'm coming back to you with another video. We're going over the stock market today. Recently, what's been going on with GME, GameStop, AMC, SPY still going up today, even though it's been stalled out from Monday, Tuesday, and last Friday. Hasn't wanted to break these supports, so we'll look over some stuff. We're going to go over the SPY, the NASDAQ, IWM, QQQ, SQQQ. We're going to go over some plays like Apple, Tesla, Meta, Google, Microsoft, NVIDIA, all those plays. We're going to go over the oil sector. We're going to go over the airline sector. We're going to go over the gold sector. We're going to go over the bank sector. We're going to go over the marijuana sector. We're going to go over the crypto stocks sector. We're going to go over stocks like Coin and Robinhood. And we're going to go over stocks all like that. So first we'll start off as per usual, S&P 500 levels that I've given and what it did today. So still have that support here at 520.50. If you see that hit perfect today, we go down to the 5-minute chart. SPY opened up, came down, held our support right here, right? Been holding that support the first day. Did not want to break that support. Came, hit that support, went up. Came, hit that support today, went up, hit that support perfectly, and called all the way up, almost to our resistance here at 24.65. So that's what the SPY, that's what SP 500 did today. Hasn't really wanted to break this resistances. It's just been going up. So are these all-time highs going to be breaking? We might be seeing that now, especially since you look at SQQQ, the inverse of QQQ. It broke our support here, but I'll talk more about that later. So let's go back to SPY. So yeah, basically hasn't been breaking these supports. Perfect support here. We have a next resistance right here. It met this resistance. It didn't want to break this resistance of 523.75. So our next resistance at 524.60. But basically look for this resistance. If you're scalping tomorrow and SPY does start raising, that'll create some resistance right there or some nice targets you get into. But yeah, so same levels on SPY. Just be careful when you're trading that. Just watch out for news. Like once again, big bleeding candles like this could come off of some negative Israeli and Iran battling news. So just be careful with that. Other than that, we got all-time highs right here. So those are the levels for right now. Click go into the NASDAQ. NASDAQ breaking our resistance. So we'll move this up to our new resistance, which I'm putting at 18,400. So that is our new resistance. Put that in there, 18,400, and we'll put our we'll move our support up to around, I'll put it right here at 18,100. So 18,100 is our support right now. That's what I see on the NASDAQ. So just wait, once again, wait for these resistances to see if they could break. This isn't the all-time high resistance right here, but it's another strong resistance that we got going, right? Go to IWM. IWM still between these levels of 205 and 202. This is our support right here. We might be able to move support up to 203.50, which I'm going to do now. So 203.50 is our new support. And we're going to want to see how that reacts around that area. So that's our new support. Just watch this. This is the all-time high here on IWM. So if SPY and NASDAQ and IWM possibly and QQQ start going up, just watch for these levels on IWM because there's some pretty nice targets that we might be able to play when we're scalping in the morning, right? Just my levels on IWM. QQQ breaking this resistance. We're going to move this resistance up. I'm going to add a new resistance right here at 447.50. So put that in, new resistance at 447.50 on QQQ, and we'll keep our support right here at 440. So once again, support 440 and resistance at 447.50. Pretty easy on that. We'll go into SQQQ. SQQQ finally breaking our support here, right? Finally broke our support. So that might be confirming us in the bull way since SQQ has been breaking supports. That means that we're getting bullish. It's getting bullish again. There's another. I put the next resistance right here at 1020. That's our new. Support 1020. It's our new support, and we'll keep all these levels here just in case we do start getting bearish again and SQQQ starts going up. So you know what I'm looking for on SQQQ. If this level breaks right here, and then eventually this level breaks right here, and that means that's like pretty much all-time highs on the SP 500, and we may be going into bullish territory again, right? Cool. So let's go over what everyone's been talking about recently, which is GameStop and AMC. So in yesterday's video, I told you I made a little play on GameStop yesterday after rising overnight quickly, and guess what it did again last night? It rose again all the way from $30 this time to 65, but guess what? The bulls couldn't hold it. If we go down to the 5 minutes here, it came down, it broke our resistance here and met our resistance here, but after it did not break this. So these are now turning to supports actually. So these are all supports now. It didn't want to break these supports. It actually held these supports pretty nice. So we're gonna see what GameStop wants to do. So far, after hours, let's see what it's doing. It's trending sideways pretty much after hours today. It hasn't really gone up much. It's gone up a little bit, but it's came right back down. So just want to be careful with that. And GameStop, there's maybe, you got to pick your side. If it's the end of the run, then puts right here. If there's more potential to go higher, all the way to around $100 and above, like back in 2021 of January, and then you're on the call side. But a lot of those plays were made yesterday, like the premiums and all this stuff is kind of messed up with the option contracts now. So option contracts would have been optimal a lot yesterday and the days leading up to this big pop off on AMC. Right now, a lot of the option contracts are kind of whack off. So I ate today on AMC puts because we go right back to AMC. AMC holding our resistance and making that support perfectly. That's why you subscribe, because I give the best levels in the game. Ain't nobody better. Let's zoom into the 5-letter charts. I'll freaking show it to you. You can see that yesterday AMC went from $5.30 all the way up to opened at $12. Crazy. It's over 100% gains overnight, which is absolutely insane. And options are eating. They're making 1,000+% gains, 2,000+% gains, which is amazing. So today I got puts on AMC because we started bleeding down, and that ate really good. So here right at my support, it did not want to break that support. You see it hit that support and it just stalled. So that might mean, I'm not gonna say the bulls are gonna take over again, but like there's support. There's more downside to come. Obviously, we could start seeing AMC or GameStop coming down, or we might see some little pop up again from the bulls wanting to take over. But today, right, huge down movements, massive down movements, a lot of selling off from what people got their profits literally in one day. So that's what I preach, is opportunity recognition. I've been learning this for 6 months now, and now I have the opportunity to have opportunity recognition, so I can make plays like this and make massive amounts of money because I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm looking for, and I have community that I'm in. So we're all eating in there. I'm just doing these videos so you guys know what I'm looking for, and whoever's watching these videos could help out themselves. But that's enough talking. Let's look at GME and AMC. Let's go on to oil sector. I'll try to make these sectors pretty quick since I've been talking about them for a while, this past few days now. See, OXY is what I follow for the oil sector. Right now, it's between its resistance at $66 and its support at $61. Slowly just coming down. We see some retracement right here. Off of earnings, it came down. So maybe you could cut down the support and then we see retracements, but eventually we're going to see some retracement back to the upside on OXY. It was looking really bearish throughout the bullish beginning of 2024. But, it's retracing right now. So it's not really much you could do on oil until it starts going to the upside again. But we start looking at the airline sector like Boeing. It's stalled at that resistance, right? I have a perfect resistance right here, 183.30. We go down to the 5-minute chart. Today went up, hit that resistance, wanted to break. Boop, nope, came right back down. You see that shooting back down because it did not want to break. Same right here. See that resistance? came back up. This was last Monday, boop, shooting right back down. Does not want to break this resistance, even though we are looking for a really fast movement on Boeing Company, because it does produce those, like boom, super fast on the upside, or boom, super fast on the downside. We're just gonna have to wait for this resistance to get broken. And once this resistance gets broken, then we could expect a price target of 212. I don't know if that's gonna go up, boom, like super quick, or if we're gonna have to wait probably around to the next earnings time for that price target to get hit around July. But that's still that you could eat with leaps on that, right? That's what we're looking for. Something like this or something like this, just super quick up and down movements. And this might be the beginning of one on the upside. And if this resistance breaks, so just watch this resistance. If this doesn't break and it comes back down, excuse me, then we could also look at other airline stocks like UAL breaking this resistance here, but it hasn't really wanted much go above that. I'm actually going to put a new resistance on UAL. I'm going to put it right here at 55.75, and I'm going to keep our support right here. Actually, I'm going to move it up, this support to 53.50. So we'll see if and we have see this price target right here. So watch out for your United Airlines. Since it broke this resistance and it's creating new resistances, it could lead up to our price target right here at $58.30. So that's what I'm seeing for the airline and cruise sector. Once again, Carnival Cruise Line just kind of staying at our support, really not doing much. We'll quickly go on to the gold sector. Barrock Gold holding our support right here after earnings, kind of looking like it's going towards that resistance, but it's kind of been stalled out. Gold has been stalled out for a long time, ever since this big rundown. Pretty much just been stalled out. So you can watch this Barrock Gold stock for the whole gold sector if you like, but watch this resistance here at 1750 is basically all I have to give to you on gold right now. So not much you can do until that resistance starts getting broken if you're trying to place shares. Bank of America at this resistance right here of 38.83 hasn't wanted to break that 3 days in a row. Boom, perfect hits. Watch this, best levels in the game. You see this? 1, 2, 3. Went up to resistance, came back down, stalled out. Went back up to resistance, came back down, stalled out, up, down, stalled out. Once again, so as I wanted to break this resistance still can get broken in the future. So just watch this. Might want to retrace back down to the downside and hit our support. But in terms of the banks, that's all I'm really looking at on the banks right now. They're kind of slow move. They do have fast upward movements, but they're not that big. But leaps and swings, or pretty much just leaps and shares, are what is most optimal for banks nowadays. Look at the marijuana stocks and how they've been doing after the new regulations and formulations within Schedule 3 and Schedule 1 variances. So we have our price target actually that was hit today, but it went up. So it started overnight, right below resistance, broke our resistance, hit our price target. If we were looking at this to scalp in the morning, which we're not, we're usually not looking at low volume stocks like this. Could have easily got it up to our resistance, to our target right here, this yellow level, and then sold. But this is now honestly our new resistance, because since that target got hit and it didn't break, that's our new resistance. It even has this, it came back all the way back down to almost where it opened, which is crazy. So I'm going to keep that resistance here, and this is support. You look at a stock like Kron, pretty much did the same thing today, didn't hit that, but I'll still keep this right here as this, because since Sunday hit that target, we'll keep this target on Kron, since this one it didn't get hit, but we'll keep this resistance right here. Came back down, and this has support right here, so just watch those. You're going to want to make sure you know what these are doing. I'm actually going to move these supports up. I'm going to move them up to 280 on Kron, and I'm going to move this support. Actually, it's a little bit more unclear on Sunday, so I'm going to leave that support right there now that I'm looking at it deeply. We'll go on to the crypto sector, what's going on with Bitcoin and some of the crypto stocks and the cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin still stalled out. It's held its support right here, which is cool. We're going to really want to see some, it's been steadily going down though. If we want to go up to the upside, we're going to have to see these resistances broken at 72,000 and 64,500. It's nice that it held this support right here, but this could just lead to more downward prices also. So just be careful what you're doing. I do see a smaller support right here, but I'm just going to keep these levels as is. Until these resistances start getting breaking, there's really not much you could do on Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin confirms and starts going to a lot higher prices, then you could look at stocks like Coinbase, right? Then coming down to our support, and we have a target here at 300 when it does confirm. You could look at Coinbase, you could look at Robinhood, because these are all going to get a lot of inflows of cash through investors that are trying to invest during the cryptocurrency bull run. So Robinhood, held our support a few days ago. It's coming back up. We have a resistance here at 2050. So just watch those support resistance. Pretty good on HUD. Like I said, wait for Bitcoin to confirm. And we'll go over to the crypto miners like Mara. There's really not much to do. I don't want Mara until it breaks $30, right? Held our support right here. Has it wanted to go up again? Fast? No, right? It's just been trading in this bearish range, trading sideways pretty much. So I don't want to get into Mara until practically it gets close to this 30 range or it breaks through this 30 range, right? And then HUT also, I don't want HUT until it gets into here. We got a support brass here. See, it's been trading sideways. We got Riot. Riot's pretty nasty, right? It has like fast upward movements, but then it comes right back down. And it's at our support right now. It doesn't look like it wants to go up right now unless it wants to hold this support and shoot back up to this resistance. But you're going to want to watch it once again for Bitcoin to confirm or until these resistances to start going off. Like MSTR holding our support at $1,030 perfectly, but we do have this level down here, which is they may come before they start going back up again and before Bitcoin starts going, which is around $800. So just watch this and watch this resistance at $15,000 and watch how the price moves within these two ranges now that it just hit our support. That's pretty much it on crypto. Because once again, like Dogecoin, Ethereum, all those, Solana, these are all going to follow Bitcoin. So really you want to keep your eye on Bitcoin. And let me add some more stocks in as you guys want me to go over, because I don't want to make this too long. Snapchat coming down to hold that support. What did it do today? It held our support perfectly. Boom. Perfect tap of support. Did not want to break it. Went all the way back up. So, yeah, you could quote me on every single level that I give in one of these videos. Perfect levels. We'll go to Reddit, what Reddit's doing. Since these meme stocks running off, Reddit had a nice run up, but after hours, did some movement. It came back right where it opened. Adobe dropping off earnings and now finding support. So we want to see if this resistance gets broken. If this resistance gets broken, it's not like a lot of good news I've heard from Airbnb, particularly with a lot of housing things going on. But these are the two levels I use for Airbnb to keep it pretty simple. We'll go into Palo Alto Networks. I have a support of 187 and a resistance of 310. Just watch how these trades, they do have earnings, and look how much they could move off of earnings. Oh my golly. We might just strangle this during earnings, and we'll see what happens, because this could be a big mover. Look at that last earnings. $360 all the way down to $260. That's a lot. That's big. Would have made big gains off that if we strangled it. But other than that, I'm gonna leave the video there. Oh yeah, Tesla. I mean, none of these stocks have really broken their important levels that I given you guys. Like Apple, still has this resistance right here at 189, the support at 180. Tesla resistance at 184, support at 186. It's hit that support right now. So we might be able to see Tesla to the upside again to hit that resistance. Meta breaking our support, but then coming right back up. But I'm honestly going to move this because it did break. I'm going to put this down to 160 now. So this is going to be a 160 support now instead of 168. We'll see how that one reacts. And we'll see if this high could get broken after the earnings. So Google, like I said, not a lot of stocks of my main option plays. We're just looking for these levels to get hit, and so we get scalp them to them in the morning. And a lot of these other small resistances and supports, right? Resistance at 419, support at 406.40. NVIDIA resistance once again at 930, support at 880. Amazon breaking that support but coming right back up actually. So I'm gonna actually keep this one because this one you know, what? No, I'll put support. Oh no, I'm gonna keep support right here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep support at 185 because, and then I'll move this shorter term one to that one because this might be able to get a scalp down here in the morning, right, to 180. If 185 gets broken, 183.50, that could surely be a good scalp if we see that tomorrow. Same with Netflix. At that resistance, hasn't wanted to broken yet at 618. And I'm gonna leave the video there. Other than that, have a good rest of your Tuesday, and tomorrow I just uploaded three shorts to my Instagram and my YouTube shorts today, so make sure you go check that out. Alexander Investment Insights. Subscribe to this video. Like this video. It won't cost you anything to do it, and it's gonna support me a lot. So hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.